goodness, look at that! Woo!
So it was called a safari tent. No, so not so much safari, but a lot of tent.
Oh. How cool is this? Koala. Koala means one thing. We are back for another episode. Where are we heading? Well, we are heading for an island getaway at a little island called Magnetic Island. It's around about 40 minutes off Townsville in the sunny state of Queensland. It's the middle of winter, yes it is, and it's beautiful. So with the Magnetic Island ferries, we are taking Big Brucey across today. You need to book online or give them a call. They run generally only one vessel, but today with the peak time, they've got two going. There's also passenger ferries that you can catch. With those, they only take around about 20 minutes. I think we've got around about 40 minutes today on the car ferry, but we'll see because we've never done it before.
Yep.
Are you excited, Mr. B?
Yep. As always.
We were only saying yesterday that Big Brucey's been on a fair few ferries now. So if you want to see him on some other ferries, check out our other episodes. Of our adventures today, we are currently on West Point Road on Maggie Island, and as we love it, we're on gravel road, aren't we, Mr. B?
Yep.
We are indeed.
All cleaning.
At least it's red dirt. So we're heading up to the West Point. You can actually hire cars here, scooters, there's heaps that you can hire, but some of them you aren't actually able to gain access up to this part. We decided to check this out first because we just thought that it's not going to be as busy. So we made it. We've made it to as far as you can actually go on the western side, eh?
We did, all the way down West Point Road.
Yeah, so from, I'm going to say, I think it was near Cockle Bay and Picnic Bay, right up to this western point is approximately about 25 minutes.
Yeah, if you're driving to the conditions.
Yeah.
10 if you're going to the paradise and you don't like your suspension.
Exactly, so it was low tide. We have learnt that it is tidal through there, so yeah, just watch it depending on what times you're coming up this way, but it was an easy drive for us and Brucey. No complaints, and we're actually really glad that we brought the Jeep over.
Yeah.
For sure. So this is the most western point. Not going to get any further than this.
I will say, the guy at Acadia where we're staying, he was very knowledgeable and actually showed us on the map where all the good points were to go.
So we're going to take you around with us today, aren't we?
Yep.
And then you got to stick around, because you should see our accommodation for tonight. We didn't bring the van. We are splurging tonight and we've got accommodation.
I'm going to say I think the van's better, but hey.
You'll have to wait and see for that one. The other thing as well, as beautiful as this looks, this is the western side. So again, there's definitely no swimming here. It is, well, it has sharks and crocodiles, definitely. It looks inviting. But yeah, definitely no swimming. Don't ask me how this works, but on the other side of the island, there's no crocodiles. I asked the question and the information I was given was about 6 years ago was the last sighting that they had crocodiles. So let's hope, I'm hoping today we are going swimming and going for a snorkel. The one thing I love about wearing Crocs is when you wear them on the beach with the little holes, the sand just pops out again. It's so good. For all you haters of Crocs, they've probably been my #1 shoe. Check these out. I reckon these are all the ones they found up on the beach. Well, these look pretty new.
It is.
Hey? Oh, I just noticed over here, as I've been banging on about crocs, there's a pair there. Oh, there's another pair here too. How cool is this? Do you need a new pair of thongs, Mr. B?
No, good. I've got Crocs.
Okay. We are in search of the shipwreck. Are we heading in the right direction?
Yep.
We are heading in the right direction. We're lucky. It is, the tide is going out. I think it's about 2 hours to dead low. So we've definitely timed this right. Ooh. Hope there's no crocs in there. Only crocs I want are the ones on my feet. Oh, she's a bit slippery. Don't go sideways. Oof. So we are in the search of that shipwreck over there. How amazing was that? I definitely, you're not going to see the perspective without the drone. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And Dave's got a few fun facts.
I just Googled it and found out it's called the SS City of Adelaide. So it was originally a 3-mast steam sailor that was made in 1871. And in 1890, the 3 masts, one of the masts was removed to accommodate for further passengers. And then in 1902, she was turned into a 4-mast steamer and a coal hulk. 1912, she was gutted by fire and basically was adrift. In 1942, after she'd ran aground, 4 Royal Australian Air Force personnel were killed when it collided with one of her masts. And then in 1971, Cyclone Athena broke it up and it's basically remained here since then. So it's been here for like just on 52 years now.
Gee, she's had a hectic life, hasn't she?
Yeah, so it was actually made in Scotland.
There you go.
And then sailed out here and did passenger cargo up and down the coast for a fair bit of time before it was then converted back to a hulk.
Yeah, so it is only visible from the low tide, as you saw with the mangroves. Yeah, but I feel like it was really good that we saw it.
Yeah, we'll see if we can add some photos, obviously pretty old ones.
What she looked in the heyday.
Yeah, what it looked like in its heyday.
Yeah.
And that as well, just so you get a proper representation of how big it was.
Yeah, that's it.
So
All right.
3 and 4 masts, that would have been like huge back in the day.
Would have. All right.
Okay.
Let's carry on. Big Brucey's ready. There was no better place to have lunch than Picnic Bay. Picnic Bay is down the, I've got to get this right, Mr. B, on the south end of the west side. Yes. So this is Picnic Bay. After we have our lunch, we're going to show you around Picnic Bay. The one thing, I know I've said this before on previous episodes, the one thing we love about our setup in the Jeep is we've got the fridge in the back. So we've come across the island. We literally can just be anywhere and have lunch and not have to worry. So yeah, running our dual system and our brass monkey fridge has definitely been a game changer for us.
Oh,
I think
Mrs. B used the spork that I brought. These are a game changer too.
We were carrying a lot of cutlery and stuff, but we did decide the other day.
This is more.
And I literally got rid of all the stuff that we had, and we're going to see how it goes. Mr. B's used to it, being ex-military for 30 years. And I think that I can get used to it. And guess what? There's less washing up. So that's a bonus for me.
So Magnetic Island is approximately 7 k's by 5 k's circumference. There's 24 kilometres of walking trails, and there are approximately 2,000 permanent residents spread over four small communities.
Maybe there needs to be 2002. Hire cars and hire options on the island, but the one thing we think is pretty cool, isn't it? You can hire Jeeps. How cool is that? Just like that one we just saw. I think they're around about $130 a day to hire. Oh, actually no, they're not. They're $180 to hire. But hey, when you got a Jeep, you just bring it to Maggie Island, don't you?
They're all Rubicons.
And Dave and I were saying the most Jeeps that we've seen on our lap of Australia so far is Maggie Island. We've ended up on this road.
And trees that want to rip things off your roof.
We weren't sure. We thought it was a driveway at first, but you know us, I've just gone, let's go, keep going. So we're just seeing where it's going to take us. All right, so it's looking like we are in a creek bed.
A waddy.
A waddy?
Yeah.
What's it called a waddy?
What's a waddy?
What's it called a waddy for?
I don't know, when you're in Afghanistan, you cross a creek, it's called a waddy.
There you go. So this looks like it could be tidal. Lucky it's low tide. I'm going to take the Crocs off and I'm going up the dune. Let's see what is on the other side of that. Oof. Oh my goodness, look at that! So sometimes when you think you're lost, you're not. Look where we are, and we have this all to ourselves. So in Arcadia Bay, which is literally just around the corner from where we're staying, there's the rock wallabies. Look, they're coming to see Mr. B. So we were told that the rock wallabies come out between 5 and 8 o'clock. I'm pretty sure they've got their own sort of clock or whatever, but they sort of just come out everywhere and they're really tame. I reckon we could get one in the Jeep. How beautiful are the rock wallabies? I can't believe how tame they are. This is definitely a must when you're at Maggie Island. We are going to head back to our accommodation now. We're going to take you for a walkthrough, and I'm not sure what we're doing for dinner, so we might go and see what there is actually. We are checking into the Arcadia Beach House and
car hire.
Guest house, car hire, snorkel hire. And we are staying in one of the tents, kitted out with the double bed. So let's have a look in here, including our, listen to the zipper. The reason why we decided to get the tent was I'll back it up. We weren't actually going to stay the night at Magnetic Island. Then we decided we're going to bring Big Brucey over, so you know what, we should just stay one night. There's only one place to camp, and honestly the price of camping is ridiculous, so you may as well come and camp here. Got the tent, we got the double bed, we've got power, we've got everything, and this place has about 5 different tents you can choose from, singles, doubles, whatever, and they also have 3 or 4 different rooms as well, but I'll put the link down below so you can check it out. So this is our accommodation for the night. We're going for dinner. Look how quiet it is. So we've literally walked, how far do you reckon we've walked, Mr. B?
Oh, literally about 150 metres.
150 metres from where we're staying, and we're going to check out this beauty. We've heard some top reviews from it, and it is looking like it's open, and we baked on Maggie 100%.
Yep.
We couldn't talk in there because of the TV was on some music channel, but absolutely amazing. The chicken was actually hand done and topped with all the Italian treats, olives and salami. Oh, so good.
So I will say it is a veteran owned and operated business, so give back to him what he's given to our community.
Absolutely.
It's a must if you're coming to Maggie Island.
And if you're staying where we stayed, it's just around the corner, and they've got a really good drink selection, and they do cocktails as well. We are going to wrap this up for tonight, and you'll see our pretty faces in the morning. Aren't you lucky? We've got some good things happening tomorrow.
We do.
So over and out for us for tonight, and see you in the morning. Was the tent? Well, I think we should ask Mr. B about the tent.
So it was called a safari tent. No, so not so much safari, but a lot of tent.
Oh, but we had a great night. Oh, it's a little bit noisy here. We have decided to go and have some breakfast at Scallywags. It's been highly recommended. I feel like there could be some pirates. So we're going to go for brekkie, and then we're going to hit the island for some more adventures. It's a little bit overcast today, but that's not going to stop us, and you guys can come along for an adventure.
Yep.
After that big brekkie at Scallywags, we feel like we need to do a bit of a walk.
Yep.
So we didn't cover this one yesterday. I'm thinking, should we have done it yesterday? It's a little bit overcast today, but at least it's a little bit cooler. We've made our way to the Forts Walk, and evidently, you probably know more about this than I do, being military. There was cannons here, evidently.
So it was a big forward observation post in the Second World War. They had full-time members over here, and part of the island also been set up for R&R, rest and relaxation. But the cannons have been removed, so it's just the entrapments that are still left here at the moment.
Yeah. So we're taking you on the walk, and this is called the, what was it again? The Arthur Bay Lookout. So the track that we're walking through now was actually, well, created. No, what would you call it?
Yeah, it was created.
Created back in 1942, and it basically took them 6 months to do this by hand with explosives, some jackhammers. What else did they use?
D8 bulldozers.
Yeah, to bloody go through all those boulders, and that would have been hectic, eh? So we're really keen to see what it's going to be like at the end.
So even though they were building this track, they still had a fair bit of infrastructure, is probably a better word, in place. They had officers' latrines, mess areas. This one here is the mechanics area, where they fixed all the weapons, replaced stuff.
So how Dave was just talking before about the mess area, we found it. This is tucker time. This would have been the old kitchen back in the day. To think that this was all built back in 1942.
The rangefinder point, so this would have been an area where they would have given the guns the range to their target so they could work out their calculations.
How cool is this? Koala. Koala means one thing. Let's go. We've seen 3 so far. We're just making our way back from the forts. I'm going to say, just to allow a couple of hours, it actually was beyond my expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so good. Just the history, like you said.
It's a bit of a hike in, but it's doable.
Yeah, but the scenery, the history, and the koalas, how gorgeous were they? They were just beautiful.
Yeah, so fun fact, I just read that in 1930, a sanctuary was created here for 20 koalas.
Ah.
Because on the mainland, they were shooting koalas there for their fur, for hats, gloves, and
That's sad.
coats.
There you go. How cute's this sculpture? He's so cute. We were lucky enough to see about 4 or 5. You sort of automatically look really high, but they're sort of a little bit lower, but they're absolutely beautiful. Yeah, highly recommend this when you're over at Maggie Island. We're gonna go and jump back in the Jeep and see where we end up next.
And from those 20 koalas, there is now approximately 800 koalas here.
Wow.
And they are both stress and disease free.
Oh, that's good then. Good on ya. Keep up the good work, koalas on Maggie Island. Keep breeding. Hectic walk, we decided to come back to Elmer Bay because yesterday when we came down here it was so cold and windy. Things haven't changed, but I had to do it. Mr. B's like, just go in, you'll make you feel better. And you know what? No, I don't have goosebumps.
No, I'm checking out the spray on your sunglasses.
Oh,
look like it needs wipers on there.
So good. And you know what? I have been hanging out for this. This has been, I think, my first swim since we left Pottsville back in February in the ocean. Would that be right? I think so.
In the ocean?
Yeah. So, love it. Absolutely amazing. I've got one more activity this afternoon and I'm really looking forward to that one. So, gonna dry off and we're gonna get ready. Dave has just dropped me off and I am being treated for a 1-hour massage. Thank you so much for my massage. And you guys, anytime that you're in Magnetic Island, make sure you come and see the ladies.
Welcome.
I will put the links below and the details. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So that wraps up 36 hours at Magnetic Island.
How good was it? We really hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We did a little bit of exploring, a little bit of relaxing, a bit of kickback on the island.
Yep.
And we've arrived back in on the nighttime ferry, which has been really nice, arriving and seeing the lights of Townsville.
Yep.
Giving us a little toot.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo. Highly recommend this. Put it on your list, guys.
Could everyone please make their way downstairs if you were in a vehicle? For your own safety or for any walk-on passengers, please gather at the base of the stairs so you can leave before the vehicles. Please ensure you have all personal belongings with you, and on behalf of the crew, thank you for traveling with us and look forward to seeing you on your next visit to Magnetic Island.
What did you say, don't be at the vehicles?
I don't know. Here we go. Anyway, that's a wrap of the episode.
Yep.
We will see you next week. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and we'll see you then.